Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. Over 20 of you here already. Make sure that we smash that like button. Smash it for GNA TV. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. It is match day. Chelsea versus Spurs in the first leg of the Carabao Cup. Carabao Cup. We're going to be going through everything. The team news from Tuchel, the head-to-heads. A little bit of Twitter feeds, the FIFA team, the Chelsea 11 for tonight's game as well. Everything's going to happen right here. And what are we? We're about 7 or 8 hours away from kickoff. Perfect time for GNA TV to bring a stream to you guys right now. So please make sure that you go and get yourself snacks, go and get yourself a drink, go and get yourselves comfortable. If you are chilling at home or if you wherever it is that you are, make sure you're well. Lines will be open later. Let's cue the intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. I'm in a good mood, man. I'm in a great mood. Great to be back on stream with you guys, getting involved, talking Chelsea and Tottenham. I have one message for you guys tonight, and it's this. Are you ready? If it's come up. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
That is it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. N'Golo Kante knows what time it is tonight. Semi-final. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let's go and get that win. Let's go and beat that Conte. I've got so much energy today. I want us to go and beat this Spurs team. 3 games we've got against these fucking tosspots, yeah? Sorry, I call them tosspots because I don't like Tottenham anyway, but now Conte's there as well. We have to go and get that win. It's important. It's imperative that Chelsea themselves get the win before they go back to Tottenham's crappy ground. You know, we need a good 2, 3, 4. You know, I'll take it all today. I think we need to be ruthless. All right, Romelu Lukaku's back in the team. Tuchel's asked us not to give him stick, not to spew his name. Back him. Listen, we're going to talk about Lukaku a bit later on when we're doing the teams and that, but let me tell you something now. When it comes to Romelu Lukaku, I want to squash it here and just say this. It is just literally business only now. There's no personal connection. There's no proper Chelsea. None of that. None of that. This right here is now just business. Come, do your job, score your goals, and then we'll talk. But you need to score goals, brother. Words for me don't mean anything anymore. Action speaks louder than words, is what I say. And if he starts tonight, which could possibly happen, we could see Lukaku lead the line tonight, then we need a big performance from him, especially against his old manager, Conte. I want big performances tonight. I want us to step up. Yeah, be ruthless. But anyway, let's see what people were saying in the chat. Big up to Kings of CFC. He says, smash the likes, please do so. Andre, big up to you, my guy. Nice to see you here. Gavman says, big up my G, we better win tonight. I have a Spurs fan giving it large to me at work. Spurs fans always give it large. They always give it. But let's be serious. What have they done or won? What have they done and won for the last, God knows, since I was born? I'm not even going to lie. I remember winning 1 trophy against us, Jonathan Woodgate, with the header, top corner. But other than that, they ain't won anything. They ain't won anything. Sosa, big up to you, my guy. Leslie, big up to you. She says, big up, Gem. Big up, GNA fam. GNA fam are the best, man. GA fam are the best. Hiking with Martin. Nice to see you, brother. Simon, big up to you, man. Nice to see you. Carefree, big up to you. Big up to everyone. Chelsea family watching as well. Hope you're all well. Beautiful game. Lovely to see you. Yes, Arsenal versus Liverpool has been postponed. Liverpool have been pushing to get it postponed. The reason I think that's happened is because, number one, they haven't got Klopp. But it has recently this morning been noticed that their assistant manager has got COVID as well. So they've actually got no one to manage them. Plus, they're saying that they've got more COVID illnesses across the team. That basically means that the Arsenal game is going to be moved to a date when Liverpool are ready, as usual. They didn't. You know what? They didn't stop our game. You know, they stopped their game. They stopped their game. No problem. You know, what is this? What is this? Yeah, Chelsea Vendetta once again. D-Stretch, nice to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Big up to Matt in the house as well. Nice to see you. Jonathan, big up to you. Who's looking forward to the Liquidator at the Bridge night? Listen, 3 games in a month of Tuchel versus Conte. Tuchel versus Conte. This is going to be sick. That's what I'm going to say. I am looking forward to the tactical battle. I'm looking forward to watching both managers at the end of the pitches shouting and screaming their orders. We know what Conte's like. He brings a lot of energy. He demands a lot. You know, they have their own issues. They've got a couple people out with COVID, which we're going to go through. We're going to go through the team news shortly. Just going through this chat. Wira, nice to see you, my man. He says 2-legged tie. Let's just secure a 0-0 draw now and get score and away goal. No. We ain't securing. We ain't drawing at home. I'm fed up of drawing at home. I want a performance tonight. I want a 2-0 or a 3-0. Be ruthless. We got Romelu Lukaku up front now. I want goals. Jem, did his apology pull on your heartstrings? Look, I haven't spoke about the Lukaku interview since he's done it, and like I said, I don't really want to dwell on it too much. But if you want my honest opinion about the Lukaku, the so-called Lukaku news, it would be this. Yes, he was forced to do it. Did he look comfortable when doing the interview? No. Do I accept his apology? Not really. I am fed up of Lukaku and his words. I really just want him to just get on with it, and action speaks louder than words for me. Go, do what you're paid to do, score goals, help this club win trophies, help this club compete. This club has invested a lot of money in you. Yeah. Just do your job. Do the business. I haven't got time to sit here and talk about being Chelsea or have an emotional connection to a player who I feel hasn't really got that for this football club. That's my opinion. I'm not saying I might be wrong, but that's the way I see it. You know, I wasn't really, when I watched it, I probably watched about 10 seconds of it and I turned it off. It just looked for me so just nah. I'd rather him just put a statement out. Like, that would have been better. And then just get on with it. Get on with it. Show us what you're about. You know, why not rest the Cardiff City? Why? Because he didn't play against Liverpool. Why? D-Stretch. Boy, I'm saying it's action from Rom, Donald, the chat. That's exactly that, brother. It's exactly that. Wonder how Lukaku feels playing against Conte. And that's the biggest thing, right? Because tonight, I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? If we do not win tonight and we draw or lose, and this guy goes up to Conte and starts giving him handshakes and cuddles, then he can do one. He shouldn't be going anywhere near him. He's tied to this football club. This is a serious game tonight. I don't want to see him being all, oh, I love you. No. I don't want to see it. I honestly don't want to see it. I want to see performance tonight. Spurs will play for 0-0. First leg and look to Nick. And this is the thing, right? Because we're going to talk tactically. We're going to talk tactically about Tottenham and how Chelsea can break them down, what they need to do to get the job done tonight. We're going to talk about all that. We are going to talk about all that. We are winning 3-0. Tommy, nice to see you in the chat, man. Hope you're well. The Vibe, nice to see you. It says Jan 13, Jan 20 for their games. So Christian Pulisic start left wing or right wing back. We're going to talk about that very soon. Nick Blue, nice to see you in the house as well, mate. Danny, nice to see you. Nick Blue, man. Time has come for Lukaku to shut up the haters. It's not hate, man. It's not hate. I think people miss the point massively. Come on, man. 3-0, 5-0, 20-0. Don't care is what Kings of CFC saying. It was staged, is what Gavman feels. Fair enough. I don't trust Lukaku against former manager Conte. I won't be surprised if he drops a stinker tonight. He can't afford to drop any stinkers. We can't afford to have a £97.5 million striker at our football club dropping stinkers. We need performances. Like I said to you, I am done with words. Words, for me, have only affected this football club. in a position that we've not needed, what Tuchel's not needed, what Chelsea's not needed, what us fans have not needed. I want to see performances now. Performances is the key to happiness for everyone, not only the board, but us fans as well. Us fans as well. Big up to Undertaker CFC in the house. Big up Jim. He will be at Spurs next summer. Won't surprise me. Matty K, nice to see you, bro. Owen's going for a 3-3. Declared's also here as well. You're going to be bankrupt by the end of the season, is what he's saying there. Lukaku has to perform tonight. I don't want to see him feel anything towards Conte. He has to understand that the Tottenham-Chelsea rivalry, he has to. He should understand. He bangs on about how he's been at this football club, or he's loved this football club since he was a kid. He should know the history. He should know the history of this football club. 1 second. Sorry, I'm still slowly getting over it. Over my little cough that I got, but it fucks my throat up sometimes. People saying we mad at Lukaku, but you had a Real fan going crazy because Hazard was laughing with Chelsea players. There you go. They're the standards, right? They are the goddamn standards. They are the goddamn standards, man. It is what it is, but we're going to go into team news. We're going to talk about team news, and we're going to talk about how Chelsea can win tonight, what they need to do, how they break this Tottenham team down. And then we're going to do the 11, and then we're going to open up the lines, and then we're going to talk about the game. I'm going to get you guys involved. You guys are always going to be involved in this. Big up to Reggie as well. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Let's move on to team news, because in terms of team news, Thomas Tuchel has announced, obviously, that Romelu Lukaku will return against Spurs. Whether he starts or not is yet to be seen. I have the feeling of that he probably will. But, yeah, let me zoom in a bit because it's a bit back, isn't it? There we go. Lukaku has apologised after feeling the happiness. With Timo Werner could feature for the first time since December the 11th as well. So the news is that Lukaku's back in. Timo Werner is also back on the bench as well. The only ones that are out for Chelsea Football Club is Andreas Christensen, still remains a doubt with back trouble. Trevor Chalobah will face a late check after reoccurrence of his previous fire. I don't think Trevor Chalobah plays tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. Obviously, I don't think Christensen's back, so we are missing 2 defenders. In terms of Tottenham, they're still waiting for PCR tests to see the extent of their latest coronavirus outbreak. Bergwijn's out. Sessegnon's out. Romero's out. I heard also that Eric Dyer is also potentially one of the guys that's got COVID. So they'll be missing Eric Dyer, which unfortunately is a shame for us because I'd rather have him actually played against us. But in terms of Chelsea, the only people that are out are Andreas Christensen and Trevor Chalobah, potentially, if he doesn't make the bench. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is back and training. So he's back. We have a fully fit midfield. We have a fully fit forward line. We're just struggling defensively with a certain amount of injuries. Mendy is not available. As we know, he's at AFCON at the moment with Senegal doing his bits over there. So Kepa will be called upon for the next couple of games. We're going to talk about him as well. But there you go. There's the team news for you guys right there. We're quickly going to do one more other thing before we talk about the game into depth, which is the head-to-heads. The head-to-head between Chelsea and Spurs. And when you look at Chelsea, the last time we played Spurs at home was back in November 2020, where we drew 0-0. We then played them again in February, the 22nd, 2020, which we won 2-1. And then won again 2-0 on the 27th, 2019. And then won again on January as well, 2-1. The last time we lost to Spurs at home was the 1st of April 2018. We lost 3-1. Oh. Close, man. Close. We lost 3-1. Goal for Alvaro Morata, which put Chelsea in front, 1-0. And then Ericsson and Dele Alli scored them 2 goals. I actually remember them goals. They're the ones where Dele Alli ran behind the defence and lobbed the goalie. I think I remember. So the last time Chelsea lost to Tottenham was the 1st of April 2018, which is what, nearly 3-4 years ago. You know, and then prior to that, we've beat them and beat them. So, you know, we tend, our overall record is good at home against them. We have won more than we've lost, or even more than we drew. The last time we lost was back in 2008 and 18 of April. So there you go. Bit of news there for you guys on the head-to-heads as well. We are going to do the combined 11 soon. That'll be the next thing that we'll be doing. I want you guys to get involved as well in the chat. We're going to talk about the game in depth a bit more now, how I expect it to go, and how Chelsea can affect this Tottenham team. But before we do that, there's just one more little tweet that I wanted to share with you guys. Absolute Chelsea came out with this, which is from Telefootball. Chelsea gave Antonio Conte the silent treatment after he won the FA Cup with the Blues, offering him no congratulations before eventually sacking him. So even though he won us the trophy, the damage was done, and the board and Chelsea themselves never even congratulated Conte, just sacked him off. Literally sacked him off. Obviously, we know what happened with the implications between Conte and Chelsea. Took us to court. He actually won the court as well. Took a lot of money out of this football club. Yeah, just a little bit of news there for you. I didn't even know that. That's why I thought I'd share it. That FA Cup that he won before he left, he never got congratulated and then got sacked on top of it as well. Like literally got binned. He got binned. Man. Gavin saying Kepa will do us proud. Ericsson hit a long shot at Kepa. Yeah, exactly. Kepa. Conte won't let us spank more than one past them unless referee sends one of their players off. Conte won't allow the back doors to be invaded too often is how Weira feels. I think that top comment sums up that tweet is what Matt says as well. Big up to Matt. And yeah, look, let's talk a bit about the game before we do the 11. There's over, 86, nearly 100 of you here. Let's get them likes up, guys. Sorry about my voice today. My voice is doing mad bits today. Absolutely mad bits. So's this microphone as well. It's getting on my nerves. There we go. So far down all the time. There we go. See you. So, what do Chelsea need to do today to beat Spurs? And what is it that they have to be careful of? Now, bearing in mind it's a semi-final, I do expect us to both play a pretty strong team. We'll do the teams straight after this as well. Make sure you get the likes up, guys. Need over 50 likes, please. How Chelsea beat Spurs? I think Spurs will set up to be hard. We know how Conte under Chelsea used to set his teams up, which was defensively try and be solid and then break on the counter. They will play a Son and Kane counter, which means that once they get the ball, they will look up and they will just play it. Now, the biggest thing Chelsea need to do today to navigate and deal with that is press. Press. If we press them from the defence, even from the midfield, heavily, if we press them higher up the pitch and we win the ball back, we then nullify them from using Son, more so Son for his pace and his movement, and Kane on the break. If Chelsea can do that, and I think that will be Tuchel's words today, about being aggressive, getting in their faces, don't give them time on the ball, press high up. When one goes, the other goes. You know, go together, make it hard. If we can do that from 0 minutes to 90 minutes, majority of that game, we will beat them 2-0. I reckon easily, at least a minimum 2-0. Because when Chelsea play like that, I don't think many teams have an answer. Maybe a Man City because of the way they like to play football and get out. But this Spurs team, I'm telling you now, they cannot play out as well as a Liverpool or a Man City. They can't. Yeah, they can't. They can't. It's impossible. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how Chelsea implement themselves on them. I think we have to be careful because we will be playing a high line, so there will always be the space for Son and Kane to run into. That can be a worry. But then it's going to be down to Kepa to be not sitting on his line, but at the edge of his box. So that if any balls go over the top and there's a sprint on, he can come out and clear. Yeah, providing the ball is able for him to reach. But for Chelsea, they have to press high. They have to win the ball back quick. When they haven't got the ball, they have to get it. Go and chase it. Exactly, Gavin. Sweeper keeper. That is exactly it. Sweeper keeper. If Chelsea can do that tonight, mark my words, we will beat this Spurs team. If we do not, I'm going to say if we do not, if we don't control the game, don't dominate the possession, allow Spurs, don't win the second balls, allow Spurs to play their football, allow Son and Kane to use their movement to drag our defenders and run into the pockets of space, it will be a long night and it will be hard. And it won't be enjoyable for us. Hence why I'm saying we have to take it to them. We have to impose ourselves on them. And when we talk about formation, I've seen a lot of people on other streams reverting to the 3-5-2 formation tonight. We don't need the 3-5-2 formation tonight. If we play the 3-5-2 formation tonight, we allow Spurs, even though we can control the game in midfield, we then allow Spurs to press us more. We need to have the three up front, but the three up front have to move. We have to have movement from them three. Because if we can get movement, a bit like the Liverpool game, right? If we can have that kind of movement from the Liverpool game, it's in this game, and our midfield can press, our wing backs can press, win the ball back, higher up the pitch, and our defence, let's be serious, our defence will be on Kane and Son anyway. They ain't going to give them time on the ball. But it's about not allowing that ball to reach them. If we can do that, then I think we'll comfortably win this. For me, it's a simple thing of we just need to play our game. Do what we know works. Play to our strengths. If we play to our strengths, we will beat this Spurs team. I don't really worry about them too much. I know Conte, I know what he's going to do. I think we all know how he's going to set up for this game. He will try and make it hard. He will sit. But let mark my words, when they win the ball back, they will move. They will shift. And if they've got Kane and Son playing close to each other, a bit like the Liverpool game, where they created so much, they will use them as an outlet to get up the pitch. And we don't need that. We don't want that, and we don't need that. So 3-4-3 for me has to work, and we have to play to our strengths. We're going to do the lineups now anyway as well. We need our best team out, and the rest Chesterfield. We are not off. Yeah, that's true, actually. We've got Chesterfield next as well. We don't really need to be resting players. Why are we resting? We don't need to. There's no need to rest. James, looks like we have to play Cho and Pulley at wing back since Reece James is available up front. We can talk about that. Watch out for the movement of Spurs front three. They were great. Exactly, but that's my point. It will be more of a two, though, Big Ron, and they'll use their two players to navigate and maybe stretch us. And that's the thing for me. That's why I keep saying, win the ball higher up the pitch. Don't allow them time to do that. Impose yourself on them. Have the movement from the front three. This is why it's important that we play players up front that can move and be aggressive. 4-3-3. Chalobah, CDM. I don't think Chalobah plays tonight, but we're going to look at that now. If we dominate position without pressing forward to kill off the game, we may end up going off end-to-end momentum, a 0-0 full of mobility and position. Well, that's my point. Because we can dominate in possession because they will allow us to. But like you said there, if we don't press in the right areas, if we don't get in their faces, if we don't squeeze them, if we don't shut them, we will allow Conte and his plan to work. And we know how he's going to play. It's not fucking rocket science. We all know what he's going to do. How do we handle Kane dropping into midfield? We don't want Rudy being dragged out. But the one thing I would say is that if he drags himself into midfield, then he probably has to deal with a Jorginho. He probably has to deal with a Kovacic. The gap between our midfield and defence is usually quite tight, especially when we're higher up the pitch and have control of the ball. So even if they do clear the ball, you will notice that one of the defenders will press on Kane, and that one of the midfielders will close in. So we kind of just shut off the space. But we have to be aggressive and we have to have energy. That's my point. We can beat them quite comfortably. Almighty Blue, big up to you. Nice to see you in the house. Be interesting to see what Chelsea have left in the tank after the Liverpool game. Interesting. That is true as well. Big up to Daniel in the chat. Nice to see you, brother. QNTV, I think Lucas Moura and Son very dangerous to me. They are. But they're only dangerous if you allow the ball to reach them. If you allow their movement to affect us. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to be able to stop them all the time. But majority of the time, we need to close that ball. As soon as we lose it, we need to chase it. We need to be pressing. This is why I'm saying we can't allow these two to have movement. Big up to DJ Surf J in the house. Coming in, guys. Let's get straight into the team lineup, shall we? I am going to stick with a 3-4-3. I have seen people reverting to a 3-5-2. For me, in this game, I want 3 forwards that are going to move, that are going to press, that are going to move. I want a midfield that's going to bring energy, and I want my defence to push on the Kanes and the Sons. There might be space behind, but then, like I keep saying, you're going to want Kepa to step up. And Kepa will be starting tonight. There won't be a better Nelly. It'll be Kepa. This guy, for me, needs to start stepping up. Needs to start, showing us the performances consistently now. This is Kepa's chance to show us consistently that he has moved on. He has played games in the past, and he has done very well in cup games, saving penalties, doing really good saves as well. Don't get me wrong. But I need to consistently see that there's more from Kepa. We need to see this as well. And this is his chance. First game. He's going to be the goalie from now on. So the pressure is on. The pressure is massively on Kepa to show us what he can do. Right. In terms of the back three, I would start Rudiger. I know some people will probably call for Malang Sarr, but again, we have Chesterfield on Saturday. When have we got on Saturday? I expect a lot of youth players, a lot of reserve players, a lot of our second fiddle players to play that game. I don't see the point of resting Rudiger for this game, even though I know he played the Liverpool game. I want to see Rudiger in this team because I want to win. And I think we need to field our best team. This is a semi-final of a cup. This is a cup, guys. We have to go for it. Listen, we've only got 42 likes. Over 100 of you guys here. Please push them likes up. If you ain't hit the like button, please subscribe as well. We're 20 away. 20 away from 3.7k subscribers. So if you're new, please subscribe to the channel as well. Who am I playing next to Rudiger? Thiago Silva, obviously. Again, another player that I think can be rested against Chesterfield. Rudiger, Silva are a certain for me. Now, people will say, who do we play here? Because as we know, Aspie played in the right wing-back position against Liverpool. What I would do with this position here is I would play Aspie. I would play Aspie there. I mean, that is probably one of the most experienced back threes that we could probably play, or the most experienced back three we can play. Aspie, Silva, Rudiger. Now, people may worry about the speed, but this is why I'm saying it's important about the press, the people in front pressing high. I don't think Silva many times gets caught out. I don't think Aspie, again, we know his pace is not there, but not overall, he will know where to hold his positions. These guys are experienced players. Don't worry about the pace behind the back anymore. We had Adama Traore playing up front against these guys. And I still wasn't worried, and they dealt with it. Why? Because they pressed high. They won the ball back higher. Rudiger is our most quickest player, and will probably be asked to maybe not do a lot of this. Maybe sit more and help Silva and Aspie in case Son or Kane do try and break behind, because Rudiger does have the pace to cover. So, Kane's not the most quickest. Let me tell you something now. He's no quicker than Silva or Aspie. So I ain't worried about Kane. Lucas Moura, yes, he can be a problem if you allow him to use his speed. The only other one is Son. But Son's got a habit of wanting to drag himself where Aspie is. So he will drag himself around this area, which is why I expect Aspie to sit there a bit more. And I think Aspie can deal with that. I really think Aspie can deal with anything that comes from Son down that wing along with Silva. They can work together. Right, left wing back, Marcos Alonso. For me, Marcos Alonso has to play. Jim, I'm expecting Spurs that come to the bridge and to turn up. They were brutal, and with an agenda against us, it will be an open season for our players. I hear that. Big up to Charlie. Hit the likes is what Nick Blue's saying. Please do that. Noah, nice to see you in the house as well. Nice to see you in the house. Alonso has to play. Again, could we rest him at Chesterfield? Yeah, he's played a lot of games. We have not any options. There are positive talks ongoing for Lucas Digne at Chelsea. Apparently, he's already agreed personal terms. It's just now down to the football clubs to sort it out. There was also this morning reports of Emerson, Chelsea trying to bring back Emerson again, which was rejected from Lyon. They would not allow him to come back. So that is something else that we can be made aware of as well. So it looks like Chelsea will have to buy or loan. And it looks like Digne, so far, so good. His potential. He wants Chelsea. He wants to play for the football club. And I think we need to get it done sooner rather than later. A lot of games to be played. Who would I play right wing back? Pulisic. I think Christian Pulisic does a job all right there. I mean, it's not his position, a bit like the false nine. I think he's more effective in the wing back position than he is in the false nine. And I think offensively, we need people that are going to be able to go that way, and push them back. Because if it's Reguilon, if it's Davis, whoever it is down that side, we're going to need speed. We're going to need speed there. So I would throw Pulisic in there today. We've seen him play there before. Why not? I would definitely do it. The link's going to be dropped very soon, mate. Very, very soon. Just quickly doing this, and then I'm going to open up the lines and drop the link for you guys to get involved. In terms of the midfield too, I am going to go with Kovacic because he's on the match day. He's on the match day image. Yeah, he is. I'm just looking now. He's on the match day image. So I'm going with Mateo Kovacic, and next to Mateo Kovacic, I am going to start with Jorginho, mainly because he didn't play against Liverpool, and we have to be careful with Kante. I would love to have a Kante and Kovacic tonight, but I think we just have to be careful. We can't afford to lose our GOAT, and he is the GOAT. For me, in N'Golo Kante, when he plays, our levels just go up and up. And I want Kante to be looked after. I know people saying, yeah, but this is, again, you could rest him against Chesterfield. I would bring him on in the second half and take maybe Kovacic off or Jorginho, depending on how the game's going. Or if you want to switch it to a 3-5-2 at a later stage, if we're winning safe 2-0, then do that. But I think Jorginho and Kovacic is fine. That can work. Jorginho can control the speed of the game. He will sit more. All right, he hasn't got the pace, but he'll do a job. Kovacic will be doing what he always does, which is progressively moving forward and being effective, which is what we want. Kante will sub on. Kante cover, actually. I don't mind Kante and cover. I'd love it. I love watching what I saw. The energy, the passion, like the energy that we got from them was amazing. I would love to have them too playing again. No, I don't think even that. Why? There's no need to do that, There's no need to do that. In terms of the front three, Lukaku starts because I keep saying actions speak louder than words. I'm fed up of his words. I just want him to just score goals. I want goals from this guy. He is our out-and-out goal scorer. He is the only out-and-out goal scorer that Chelsea have in this team currently right now. And I want him leading the line, and I want him burying chances. And that's what I want to see. I have, like I said, it is for me business relationship only when it comes to Lukaku. Business relationship only now. Like there is no connection to this, that. Just do what you were brought in to do. You're the record signing of this football club. Score goals. Show that you want to be a part of this team on the pitch. Show it. The time for talking is done, Lukaku. The time for words is done. We don't want any more words as Chelsea fans. We want action. I want action on the pitch. I want action on the pitch, Lukaku. I want goals, and I mean serious goals. Like, I want to see him score between 20 and 30 goals by the end of the season. He was brought in to do that. I want him to do it. I want him to do it. Lukaku starts for me too, is what Josh is saying. Is Timo out? No, Timo's back, but he hasn't played. So I do think Timo will come on and affect the game at some point. I really do. It could be in the second half. Serious lack of pace down the J5 Aspie Silver channel. Some will be arching those runs. But you say that, but this is my point. It's, again, why I keep talking about the press. This is why, again, I keep talking about the press, you know? Let's check my DMs because someone just... Oh, okay. Yeah, let me send it. Redneck, check your DMs. Yeah, so it's... Yeah, but it is, you say serious lack of pace. It is to a degree, but like this is why I keep talking about the press. Winning the ball back high up the pitch, controlling the game, holding the possession. You know, that's why I think it still can be done. I think there's enough there. We can control the game with this squad. Experience is there. Nick Lukaku needs to step up to prove what he is saying. Exactly. He does. He does. Lukaku needs to step up. There's no sticking up for him. There's no sticking up for him. Lukaku, Cho, and Ziyech is what Andre's saying. Not sure if I would trust Big Rom in a game against these. Listen, we're playing them 3 times this month, Big Ron. I need to see goals. I need to see it on the pitch. No more words. I don't care if it's against Conte, Pep, whoever it is. He was brought here to score goals. He's fit. Play. You're our out-and-out goal scorer. Let's create chances for this guy. Yeah? And show us on the pitch. Show us on the pitch that you want to be here. Who's playing next to him? Who is playing next to him? Right, I would probably play next to him. I'll probably play. I'll tell you, I'll play next to him. I would like to see. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi will play tonight. I think that will happen, and I think on the other side, I think again Mason Mount will play. But I would like to see Havertz there personally. But I'm not going to see him. So I think this is how I would play it. But if we play this team, I keep saying it. You have to, because Conte will sit and make it hard. And when they get the ball, Son and Kane will be very close with each other, next to each other, and their runs behind here can cause us problems. But then it's about whoever's playing up front and whoever's in midfield to press high and win that ball. Win that ball. Don't allow them to have time to be able to pick them passes. If we do that, we will beat Tottenham. We will beat them, hands down. But Redneck, how you doing, man? You all right?
Big up, Jam. Big up. Yep.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm glad that you put Lukaku in because I want him in. The problem with me is like how he's fit, like if he's a match fit, but there's no way to know it until he plays. So I don't know. That's the only thing I think is good.
The thing is, Redneck, I've got to the point with Lukaku. People keep asking me, what do I think about the Lukaku interview now? I'm past words. I am past fucking words. What I want to see now is action. Like action on the pitch, score goals. You're brought here to do your job. That is how I feel right now. Like it's purely business only. There's no personal connection. It's business.
Exactly. I think, to be fair, fans allowed to be upset. Like it's up to them. And I told that from numerous places. It's for Chelsea fans. It's for Lukaku to apologize, which he did. But it's for Lukaku to understand that Chelsea fans will not forgive him right that minute. Yeah. After the apology, it's not everything fun and dandy. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So for me, it's like, yo, just do your job. That's it. If you're gonna play like you played against Villa in the last 2 games, you know that fans will forget sooner. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna drag your feet, it's gonna come up every time you play like shit. So
that's what I'm saying.
The quicker you play better, the quicker they will forget you. That will be it.
Well, that's it. And every performance has to be a big one from him, right? Like literally, he has to show us that he wants to be here. And people keep saying, I've seen so many people like the Lukaku defenders, I call them, and I don't know why there's Lukaku defenders just coming out and saying like you're haters. You know, you
didn't want him in the first place.
Yeah, you didn't want him in the first place. And like listen, if you want to twist it like that, I'll be honest. You keep saying, "Oh, you didn't want Lukaku in the first place." You're the ones that wanted Lukaku in the first place. Exactly. That's why you're defending him. So stop trying to flip it on other people because it's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do if you want him or not want him. He wears the shirt for this football club. I back him. Yeah, that is it. Like,
and for me, the biggest thing, I wasn't upset about what he said about the Chelsea specifically. Yeah. I was upset about how he used it against the manager. And for me, the manager is the one. And fickle people saying that he never mentioned Tuchel's name. You never watched the actual interview, which, by the way, still hadn't come out yet. The full interview never came out. So we still can see the roses.
Listen, if it was, I'm going to be honest with you. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, he done the interview, and everyone wanted him to do the interview, and then he done it, and no one accepts it." I never wanted him to do that. I knew he was going to do it. I'd rather him have just put a statement out and just said, "Look, sorry,
Same
guys,
thing.
this is what it is." Blah blah blah. My reaction to how I feel about this football club will be shown on the pitch. Keep it short and sweet. Like that. That is literally what I would have done if I was in his position. But when he's sitting there looking around and going, like, I don't want to get into it. Like
people saying that he was like a gun behind his head, and there was a choreographed the answers. The funny part is I felt the questions actually more choreographed than the answers, because if you can see the guy from Chelsea TV, he was going down the line what he was said and what Chelsea. If you notice, every question that Chelsea been upset about, he mentioned. Borussia, Real Madrid, and all that. Then it was Leotardo, whatever, Ritardo. The guy from every question was asked by the guy behind the camera. Every question, like they knew what we upset about. You know what I'm saying? So people saying that this didn't happen, if he answered it, that means it happened.
Yeah, it's facts. It's facts. I don't want to talk. I'm getting a bit fed up talking about it. Let's talk about the game, because I mean, there's over 200 people, guys. Make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe if you're new as well. We're on our road to 4K, nearly close to 3.7. Let's try and get that on this channel now. I mean, Redneck, when you look at this team, what would you change?
I actually like the lineup. No, not really. I think like I knew the lineup will be strong. I knew it was going to be like one or two changes through Liverpool game. I think Jorginho will come back in, but I think not the right game for him just to come back after the rest and stuff, because you know how the Tottenham plays against them. If they will press him a little bit, scratch the whole thing. People need to remember we're playing against Conte, and we know how Conte sets up. And I already been watching him. I can see the way the lines for him was working when he was at Chelsea. I can start seeing it at Tottenham. I can see that. And on the counter, on the breakthrough, that will be the test today.
100%. And the one thing I would say is, and I know, like, most Chelsea fans, we know how he sets up. For me, he's going to set up. It's hard to break down, and he's going to play on the counter. Like that is how he's going to play today. And I just feel that if we play our game, and when I mean play our game, press higher up the pitch, win the ball higher up the pitch. Don't allow Son and Lucas Moura to use their movement and pace to get behind us. Yeah, because as soon as you do that, we'll make it hard. But it's about how we implement ourselves on them. So I just think if we do that, we'll beat them. I really do.
I heard there was cases for COVID cases on them. Did you any news on which players they're gonna miss and stuff?
Well, I got told one of them's Eric Dyer, for them, who's playing quite well.
Yeah, he's been.
Other than that, we're not sure where else it is yet. We're waiting for confirmation. They've had their PCR results will be back today, so I'm assuming it will be one of the things that they'll just tell us before the game. But we'll have to see, because if they lose like Son, for example, then it changes the game for them completely, doesn't it? Or someone like that. So
I think the most important player for them, it's that kid number 8.
Yeah,
I think that's the kid that rejuvenated a little bit of the midfield. I think he started to play well.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, Josh, how you doing, brother?
Good, my man. How are you?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. How are you feeling about tonight, mate? Are you confident, or are you a little bit reserved that it's Conte?
Yeah, I was. Yesterday, I think I was a little bit more pessimistic, but considering we have Chesterfield the weekend, I feel like this team will be a little bit stronger of a squad than maybe I had previously thought. I like Alex said, I like what you have on the board. I would only change. I would put Havertz on for Mount. If I'm being honest, I think Mount needs a little bit of a rest. That would be the only change I would make. But yeah, I think Saturday is where you'll see the rotation in the Chesterfield game. But I feel confident. I think we'll put out a strong squad if everybody's fit. And I think we can get a result in this game. I'm not too concerned with Spurs. They have it's still the same team. Conte's had a little bit of influence, but they're playing once a week as well, and they've had a ton of weeks off due to COVID. So I'm not surprised by the fact that they got results in their last few games. But yeah, I feel confident about us getting a result today.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything? I mean, I know you said you're not worried about them, to be honest, but I mean, you look at that lineup. Are you expecting Lukaku to start as well? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I think he will start. I think it makes more sense to start him. It takes a little bit of the individual pressure off of him. If you start him, you don't have to worry about him coming on and then having all the spotlight on him as he comes on. If you start him, it sort of lets him, maybe like at the beginning of the game, there might be a little bit of stuff from the fans, but I think as the game progresses, he'll sort of blend into the game and he won't be as spotlighted. I think if you bring him off the bench, there's that chance to give him a spotlight, which could, result in the fans maybe targeting him. So I think he will start. I think kind of from what Tuchel said yesterday, it sounds like he will start. I think it makes most sense to start him. And if, again, I saw the apology yesterday too. I thought Alex was talking about it. It was kind of funny. Like they were asking him the exact questions that like all the fans were mad about. I was like, you said Real, Barca, and Bayern were the three biggest clubs. Do you still feel that way? It's like, no, I don't actually. I was a Chelsea guy. It's like, every response that it's like they went down, Chelsea Twitter and we're looking at all the things people were upset about and just asking about those questions. But he didn't need to apologize to Right, yeah. He didn't need to apologize to me, man. Just apologize to your teammates and your coach and score goals. That's all he needs to do for me. So, yeah, I think he will start, and he should.
Yeah, no, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Definitely hear you. Declared, what you say, my man?
What's going on?
Exactly, man.
That's it. Man, I actually don't think Lukaku starts.
Why?
I think the measure of trying to avoid a bad game for him, because there will be fallout if he has a terrible game, have him come off the bench to not look as bad. And also on the other side of that, I think Conte knows Lukaku inside out. He knew his weaknesses, helped him. I think he knows how to go against him as well. And I think if we played someone like Pulisic there, for example, I don't think Conte's come across Tuchel's 3-4-3, and I think you might get surprised at how the way he's been what he's been known for comes up a little different. And I think you might get surprised with a false nine and a high attacking version of his play.
Who do you think comes in, mate? If you don't have Lukaku, who are you putting up front then? What are you saying?
It's Havertz or Pulisic.
Oh, you haven't have it. Okay. So
just for that false nine that I think might throw off Conte. I don't think he's encountered it. I think he, even though Lukaku's going to finish, but I'm trying to say 10 things at once here. So Conte won't know how to defend against the false nine. A lot of teams have trouble against it. Yeah, there's no conversion rate for us on that side, but I think it's tactically wise. This is way better. And then there's that PR side that I just mentioned about Lukaku, and I think that's double the reason why he comes off the bench.
Fair enough. Would you play Mount?
Yeah. I actually think Ziyech might actually have a chance in this game too. And I think you mentioned Werner.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them too.
I think the problem with Werner is he hasn't played any games, so I'd expect him to come on a bit later and have an effect at a later stage.
I think Tuchel said this would be a game for him to get some minutes off the bench. So
yeah.
So if Ziyech starts, then maybe it's like Ziyech for Werner type, arrangement before the game.
So you're confident, right? You're confident about tonight.
Yeah, I think if we play this way, I think it might shock. Might shock him. I don't think Conte has seen this. I think this is the best time to get him in the first leg. I think he'll be more prepared the next games with Verson, but this is the one we're going to shock him.
I don't know who the ref is, Undertaker CFC. I don't actually know. I'm not checked, to be honest. Hopefully it ain't Anthony Taylor. That's all I'm going to say. We'll have to see what happens. All right. Well, Lord Dan, what you saying, mate?
You see the Lukaku situation, right? Listen, either way, even if he's on, even if he starts, or even if he comes off the bench, I think he's gonna get booed either way. So there's no point in that. I would start him in this game. I would put CH on the left because Mount has played too many 90-minute games, to be honest. And for the double pivot, I would actually start Kante in this game because I want
Who
to
is?
see for Jorginho. I want to see if that same energy can go like 2 games in a row.
You're
Because
not worried about his injuries though, like just protecting him because you know he can just pick up an injury like 20 minutes in, his knee goes or something. You know, it's like
then what's the point of relying on him? Because Kante's like we need Kante in like at least 2 games a week, at least. And we have Chesterfield on the weekend, so we can rest him then. So I would start Kante in this game, to be honest.
all right. Well, the reason I didn't start him is because I'm just so worried about him getting injured and being out for weeks again, and I just really think we have to be careful. And I know it sounds silly, like because when he's fit, he should be playing. But I don't know. I just feel like, especially this season, every time he's played a back-to-back game, there's always been a problem. Do you know what I mean? And that worries. I know we've got Chesterfield next, and he
Yep.
probably won't play that game. But
Yeah, he gets 2 games off for me, Jim.
yeah, I'd protect him, Josh. I think he's that important. When he plays, his levels. And you've got to bear in mind, we've got Man City soon, and I really would prefer Kante to play against Man City and miss 2 games and get injured against Spurs and be out for weeks again. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what worries me
Agreed.
with him all the time. But yeah, it is what it is. Hassan, what you saying, mate?
Yeah, Jim, what you saying?
Much, mate.
So,
Tell us about the game.
yeah, I mean, I think for me, right, like what Declan said about surprising him, I think we have to go with our strongest squad for this week. I feel like if we get the first leg and knock them up 3-4 nil, I don't think we'll have to worry about the second leg as we could probably rotate the next 2 games. And like I said before, this week, right, I think this week is like a calm week. We're not going to expect no stress, no nothing. But as soon as it gets to next week, that's when back-to-back hard games will happen. And that's when we're going to have like City, Tottenham twice. And who else have we got in this month as well? I know we got another difficult game coming up as well. So, yeah, I mean, everyone wants us to be Conte, let's be real. Like, there is a hatred between like, both the fans and the manager. And I'm confident going at home, although our home record's not that good. Against Spurs, it's been like good for the last 30 years. So I'm confident going in the first leg. It's just whether or not we spunk them or not. If we spunk them, we won't have to worry about the next leg.
I think we need to win, though, right?
Can I ask Declare a question? What do you think if the surprising part is if he will, for example, send a text message to Kante with lineup before?
Yeah.
So just a picture of Kante's face.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Casey runs.
Oh, what I'm
little,
saying, Lukaku will send like, "Hey, this is lineup for tomorrow's game."
Probably true, Redneck. Probably true. Like,
if-
it could happen.
I think
Nah,
Tuchel knows the
surely
game, man.
not.
I think Tuchel's going to go to Lukaku. Hey, this is what we're going to play, and you're going to start and all this, and then you're going to say surprise.
He's gonna try to
think-
He's gonna
smoke him out. Give him a fake lineup.
I do get what you're saying about Lukaku not
Lukaku-
starting, but
Yeah.
and the whole like shocking Conte because he's not played against the false 9. But I just think Lukaku starts. Like he has to start for me. Like he's on the
Yeah.
bench.
He has
fit, like,
he has to prove
We have
himself.
to talk. Jam, listen, I've been so positive about Lukaku in the Lewis stream.
You?
Because I knew.
Have you?
Listen,
When
I
are
thought
you
he
when
was
are you
good.
positive?
No, I was
You
actually
were
very
actually
positive
lying,
about
man.
Lukaku because I thought he's gonna leave because I wanted him to leave. Like he said it, he
You
wants
still
to
want
go
him to
somewhere
leave,
else,
Classic?
right?
Classic, how's
So,
that positive?
Now he's coming up with apology video, fake as fuck. And see the difference between the Inter Milan apology video and the Chelsea apology video. The guy was almost crying for Inter Milan, but when he does for Chelsea apology video, he's kind of smiling. The guy is not. Listen, I'm not even calling him a player. I never watch Carabao Cup, right? Normally on Sky Sports Austria, we watch a Premier League, and I pay 200 euros per month. Like now, I've just paid 150 euros per month to Dazen Sports, and I'm just watching it because I want to see the booze. He should play. He should come, and I want to see the booze, and I want to see him being punished. Now he's not credible. After the Inter Milan apology, this guy was credible because he said he just said it from his heart. Now he's not credible. His credibility is lost, and now every person on our Chelsea football team should punish this object.
Objects. Lewin,
I don't want to call him a player. He's for me an
I'm sorry.
object. I don't know
Object.
why he's in our club. What's his motive is? Why does he want to be in our club? What is he doing? Why did he give an interview? What does he want? I don't know this guy. I think we should have 24/7 surveillance on him. Our young lads, like the lads we trust, like Mason Mount,
Class F, I think this is a
Werner,
bit extreme, bro.
all these young lads should check his mobile phone 24/7, and it should be a big brother community for it.
Fucking hell, man. What is he doing?
Look, I think this game is perfect for Lukaku in the sense that it could be his redemption arc, right? We've all said and done dumb things, and
Freaking
clearly
in
he's
tears,
messed
man.
up.
There's obviously a redemption arc. There's also
Yeah.
a massive
Like,
failure
he's
as
still
well.
our player, right?
If he doesn't perform.
We've got to back him here, right? Like, Class F,
Yeah,
if
of
he
course.
bags in 2 goals against Spurs today,
Oh,
what are you going to say
Jesus
then? What are you
Christ.
going to say?
I don't even trust him. I don't
But what
trust
if he
this
does?
guy.
Okay, let's say Lukaku scores goals, right? Wins us the game.
Lord.
What can you say to that? No, boo, boo, go away, man. Look, we need him to
Listen,
be on
he's
form.
You gotta accept
even if he
you gotta accept the
scores
fallout
goals,
as well. So,
before signing Lukaku, everybody know what I said. I said this guy's gonna score goals, but he's gonna cost us Premier League, Champions League. He's not a team player. And listen, I don't believe this. I don't trust this
You
guy.
never
He
said
can
that
score
about him.
a
You never
dozen
wanted
goals.
him.
I don't trust this guy. The
Class
trust
F,
is
you believe
gone.
in second
he-
chances,
Sorry,
yes or no?
Someone
you know when you
who
say
ruined my New Year,
trust.
I'm
when you
never
say trust
gonna
this
trust
guy,
this
is he
guy.
looking after your kids?
Listen, the way he's moving, I would prefer Mount and everybody looking after his home, going at least 3-4 times in his home. Who is he talking to? Who is he on his mobile?
24 hours.
I don't know.
Andrew,
I don't
Andrew,
know
just
his
got his
motive.
proper chills,
I
man.
don't know Lukaku's
Oh.
motive. I don't know what he's gonna do with us. Is it a player power?
He's still going on.
He's
I
proper
don't trust
Neptune.
him.
That's the
He's
planet he's
human.
from,
He's
okay? This is
human.
what this guy is. He's proper
Class
Neptune.
ref, tell me
player
about
power.
the game tonight, mate. Not Lukaku. Tell me about the game. Class
Oh,
ref.
he's muted.
You don't want to talk about the game. You just want to talk about Lukaku. Tell me about the
Listen,
game.
Yeah, pretty much.
the game, right, the game. I'm gonna talk about game, right?
Yeah.
I think the trophies are not there to win this year because I think the other cup is also cancelled. So this is a very important trophy. We need to put out our full strength team. I mean, and we need to win the Carabao Cup. So at least we have something, because Premier League obviously is getting out of our hand due to whatever reasons we can say, right? So
If
for
we
me,
beat
I
City,
think we need to
though-
put our strongest team out there. I mean, people are talking about putting Sarr in because I think the Silva or Rudiger deserve a rest. No, everybody has to play. The strongest team has to play out there.
Fair enough. We are 2 away from 3.7k subscribers, guys. So there's over 200 of you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to get us over the 3.7k mark. That would be amazing if you can do that. But yeah, I hear what Klasev is saying. Nick, bro, what you saying, man?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Jem. I pretty much agree with what the lineup is on the screen right now. I would just swap Kante out. I'm with you, Jem. We just cannot risk him. That City game can be make or break if we still have any hopes of a title challenge left yet, right? Because if we take 3 points off City, then it's different gravy. We got momentum in our favor. If we get good results with Spurs and in the cup, we can push forward and move on from here. Plus, Spurs are not going to be playing high-octane football. They're going to be sitting back. They're just going to try to pick us off on the counter, right? Liverpool take the fight to us. Liverpool, they're quite energetic how they play. And that's how we matched them. That's how we played very well against them. So we need that facilitator in Jorginho from my opinion, in this game. I do think Mount deserves a rest, and I want to see Ziyech back in because he's fit, and I think he deserves. Look, his work rate is very good, and he can produce moments of quality. We just need to see more of it. And we need this squad, this is a crucial time this season. We need the squad members to step up. Someone like Ziyech, who hasn't always played every game. Even Pulisic too, he's been injured out with COVID, I don't know, yada yada. These are the games where they can step up, these fringe members in the team, and prove themselves so that we can go on and win bigger things this season. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the game, but I'm not looking forward to a 3:45 wake up. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. That's painful, but do you know what? That's commitment at the same time, brother.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Andrew, what are you saying,
Yeah.
man? What's happening?
Oh,
mate?
I'm glad Alex is back. I'm gonna shock everyone here. I cannot wait, and I'm deadly serious when I say this. I cannot wait to see how Marcus Alonso performs against Spurs, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what they've done against him, but every time he plays against Spurs, he's like a man possessed. You saw it. You saw it in the league game when he could have bagged a hat trick by himself. And I just think, listen, I know everyone's going about Kante. I think the issue with Kante, I think he'll actually start tonight. We'll rest him against Chesterfield, and depending on the second leg, he might be on the bench for that. But I'm deadly serious when I say this. Marcos Alonso, you see his record against Spurs and the way he plays against them, it's extraordinary.
He's got 3 kicks all the time against them, didn't he?
I know. Or he tears up that left hand side. It's like he stores all his energy.
Look what you've done.
Yeah.
Hey Andrew, I swear you were saying this on Lewis's stream the other day too.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
what Marcus Alonso.
I was deadly serious. Look at him in the league game against that White Hart Lane this season.
I'm gonna look at his stats.
Andrew, do you think Conte will target him, or do you think they'll play counterattack?
That's a good one.
Josh, he always plays system. He does not breaks the system.
Right.
Yeah.
It
Remember with us, he
doesn't.
hardly broke the system with us at
So
all.
are we expecting them to suffer today, or what?
Hopefully, if we're on form.
Like I said, that number 8, he's pretty dynamic midfielder.
Are we thinking Brian? Is that Gill?
No, Wilkins, I think. I don't know his name.
Winks. Harry Winks.
He's the one. He's the one that I actually see the really, really good start playing for Tottenham. I think he's the big part in that.
Skip's the one that they keep talking about. Was playing quite well.
It's like the holding midfielder. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
This is Marcus Alonso's record against Spurs. Basically, he's played them 18 times, won 9, drawn 2, lost 7. He's scored 3 goals against them and 2 assists in his 18 games.
Jem, can you pull up William
Bolton?
Huh?
Can you pull up William against Tottenham?
Sorry, bro, say that again. I didn't hear you. Who said?
Can you pull up William against Tottenham?
William against Tottenham.
Yeah.
Why do we care about William?
Why would he
I want to see if he actually
Google on your own computer, man.
Man's washed up, bro. We don't need to see that anymore.
Hey man, yeah. I want to see it.
I want to see what Lukaku doing. Do you have surveillance on him?
Yeah. Can I see how Oscar's conversion rate in
in Chinese league. In Chinese league.
Yeah.
Ask Plaswick if he's forgiven Lukaku. No, he's already said he wants.
I did forgive him.
He forgive him, but he want to duct tape him.
I just didn't want it to be toxic, and I said, like, he doesn't want to play for Chelsea. I'm gonna talk good about Lukaku, and he can leave to Spurs. I mean, Conte definitely wants him, but now he's apologized. Like, I don't trust this guy anymore. I haven't forgiven. I will never forgive this guy. For me, he is dead now.
Whoa. I got a question for you guys.
What if he wins the Premier League?
I don't give a shit about
it's a team sport. It's a team sport, man.
When you have
Premier League.
disrespected one of my coach, one of my favorite team, you're done, bro.
Do you
You're
believe in
finished.
second chances, Klasref?
I will
Like,
say
even if you can
once
recover.
again.
I
I'll say
gave him
once again.
second chances.
When you say
He wanted to go to Milan. He
This,
wanted to go to
this is
Spurs.
what
I gave him
class
second
ref
chances.
consider.
I said he's one of the top 3 strikers in the world. How many chances can I give?
He's
Now
not a,
he comes into our team, and listen, the agenda starts from today. The player power starts from today. There are hundreds of machineries. They are willing to talk shit about Jorginho, Alonso, and our pensioner Aspi. Like
Fair
these
enough.
guys don't respect Alonso and Aspi because
enough.
listen, because they are from Spain or whatever. They respect Thiago
Yeah.
Silva, who has
They're from
given
he
us
just
Spain.
1
he
year.
just saying
I think
words.
you're waffling
Literally.
on a bit here, Klasref.
Here-
No,
know
they
what, right?
disrespect Thiago
Here's-
Silva, who has
Shit,
given us
right?
only
He's like,
1
this is
year,
the shit
and they won't
seriousness.
they won't even allow Aspi Alonso to have a pension home in London.
Here's
What?
here's what
Let them
here's the
give them-
forgiveness in class ref. Let me say something. Here's the forgiveness in class ref's head. Either you get death penalty, or okay, I'll forgive you. You can stay in life in prison.
No in between.
It's either death penalty or life in prison.
Listen,
no
if
forgiveness
he
there,
was smiling in the interview. If you saw it,
Yeah, we saw that, but I don't want to get into it. Like, I don't really care. Like, this
and
bullshit. Like,
this is the proof why that interview did it, because every time something happens,
no, it's
he
not.
will bring it up.
But
Yes,
then,
he
Alex,
is.
Alex.
Hey, what's the
We'll
latest
say
about
this,
the
Alex.
contracts?
We'll say this, right? We said it before. If you've come out after this Lukaku thing and gone, I'm going to back Tuchel, I'm going to trust what Tuchel
Exactly.
does, then you can't say anything about this interview. Because if
Exactly.
Tuchel and the squad have accepted it, then you have to accept it.
Exactly.
You're
If
being a
you
hypocrite.
saying that
Well
you
said,
back in
well
Tuchel
said.
and
yeah,
Tuchel said,
Andrew well said. But you have to accept Tuchel is very naive with English community. English community has a very good sense of humor, but they can be mean when it needs to be. He comes from German community. In German community, it's
Yes, the
either
English,
black or
the
white.
English known for
Either
their
you're
sense of humor.
right or wrong, right? Tuchel is giving a chance to Lukaku, but it
English
comes
humor is
out
the
from
worst
his
dry humor
inexperience
in the
in
world,
English
man.
community. He's very naive. He thinks Lukaku's gonna help him. Listen, Lukaku is waiting for the right opportunity. He's gonna use that opportunity, and he's gonna punish Tuchel. He's gonna punish us.
How's he
He's
going to
gonna
punish
spank-
us?
He's gonna
Listen,
spank
you know
him.
what?
I've got
He's
a
gonna
question
get
for
the
you,
Tuchel
Fazbear.
and spank him.
Like,
Fazbear.
Jem, you know why he was laughing during the interview for the
Take a
same
white
reason I
glove
was
and
laughing
challenge
during the
him to a
interview,
duel.
because it was ridiculous.
I'll
The
see
way
what
he was
happened in
doing
the
it was
pitch.
ridiculous.
It was a ridiculous interview, but I can't bother to get into it. But Klasrev, I've got a question for you. If Lukaku now scores 20 plus goals by the end of the season and we win a couple of cups and that, are you going to accept him, or are you done with him?
Ooh.
I don't want to answer this. I
He's
just
thinking.
can't.
I don't want to answer this.
Class rep is going to be in tears celebrating that Premier League title. It's
Basically, Class Rep
crying
He's
the whole
gonna
time.
be like,
He's like, my surveillance worked.
Yeah.
He wants the big brother, the guy, man. What's going on?
That's
He
right,
wants
yeah.
the cameras
He
everywhere.
wants to
and
put a tracker in him like a cat or something. You know what I mean? Like the vets do. Just put a chip in him, track him, see what he's doing. I bet he wants to fly one of those drones over his house.
Listen, for me, I personally feel Lukaku has malicious intention.
I don't. He's not going to go on the pitch and score an own goal deliberately. If you're trying to say that,
yeah, he's not gonna just slide
Yeah, it's
tackle
just going to be so
Jorginho
funny
or
if he actually
Kovacic.
does score and goal. I'm
I
going to
said-
just
think
remember
this
you.
is gonna be a game
I already
backward
told
in a
Alex I
week.
want to tonight see people's head explode. I want to see him a picture of him hugging Conte. What with shirt while he's
that's
holding
what
a
I
Tottenham shirt.
Mate, I will go
It would
mad
be-
myself. Imagine that. Hey, Rams, we're going for Virgil van Dildo defending in slow-mo as well.
Virgil van Dildo.
we got a donation here. Thank you, Ace Ready. He says, Klasrev, will Werner work with Lukaku? With, is it what you mean? W.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Lukaku.
with-
Yeah.
With Lukaku, who is better?
Or will he just work?
Like on football pitch.
Yeah.
Or
But will Klasref
football
want Lukaku
pitch
to play with
currently-
Werner? That's a bigger
currently,
question.
Werner is way ahead than Lukaku. Lukaku is a very classic striker.
How much has
Werner
Butter
is a
paid you?
modern
How much has
footballer.
Butter paid
He
you?
scored more just in this season, this half season, than Werner scored
Fata
all
doesn't
year.
have nothing on
That's
Class
what
Ref.
he said.
Class Ref
Hasn't
said he
played.
wants to make up with Werner.
Klasrev, no, I ain't gonna say that one. Fucking hell. We've got another donation from Sasuke. Thank you, bro. He says, Klasrev, who are the top 3 players in the world now?
Top 3?
Yeah.
Kimmich, Goretzka, and Rudiger.
You say Morata?
No, I didn't say Morata. Rudiger.
Who was it?
I thought you said Pogba.
No, I think you said closer.
No, you said Rudiger, Kimmich, and someone else.
Leon Goretzka, and then
Goretzka.
Yeah. There you go. Fair enough. I mean, guys, what we've got
Does
here.
this list get updated, Sky, so I can follow it?
Yeah.
What are we thinking about score predictions tonight? Are we gonna get the
Clean
job
sheet?
done, or are we gonna
Do you
draw
think?
again?
Do you think anyone?
Lukaku
clean
hat
sheet?
trick 5-0. Lukaku hat trick.
Chelsea 2-1.
Chelsea 2-1. Yeah. Okay. What are you saying, Nick?
Yeah, I'd say 2-1. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling maybe 3-1 if Lukaku's double, Lukaku's
Yeah,
double
possible.
incoming. But
I hear you. What are you saying, Lord Dan?
We always beat Tottenham, man. I'm going to no.
Declared?
I think it'll be a tight game, 1-0.
Really?
Chelsea, yeah. I have to say
Lazarus?
Chelsea there.
guys, apologize. I'm not thinking straight since 2 weeks. I mean, a week. It's not in football anymore. I'm always
Now
thinking
is.
about-
Did you mess up your medications or something?
Seriously, I'm really like taken back from this situation. But if you're asking, then I'm probably gonna say 2-1 without any knowledge. I'm just like guessing it 2-1.
That's what a prediction is. Jesus Christ.
Biggie Kaku saying 4-0.
4-0. I'd love that. Oh,
Biggie
absolutely. love
Kaku
that.
saying that. Who else hasn't? Who was with the surfer? What are you saying?
I'm gonna. Do you know what? I've said it before on another stream. I think this is not gonna be a lot of goals. I'm gonna go 1-0 Chelsea. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of goals in it whatsoever. Alonso scores.
Alonso.
Yes, I'm with you, Andrew. I'll put money on that.
What are you saying, Hassan? You're still there with your McDonald's Wi-Fi. He's not there. He's not there.
Maybe he's
not
ordering, Jim.
there.
I've got a quick question, Jem. Are the away goal rule, does it
No.
carry over in
No.
the EFL
No.
Cup or
No away goals.
No.
No away goals.
No, that's
And
No,
it's
they
5
don't.
substitutions. You remember 5 subs?
Yeah, it's 5 subs.
It's so stupid, right? How come they don't introduce this in the Premier League? But yet in like the
Yeah,
cup,
that's
you
the
can just
biggest
have
stupidity of the whole thing.
Yeah.
The rest
Because
of the world have
you
a
got
5.
you need 14 clubs to agree on it.
Yeah.
They didn't get 14.
No.
And what just
Here's the
Burnley
thing.
and
Here's the thing. That's the English humor for you.
Yeah. That's the irony of it. Yeah, that's the irony. Of
Is
it.
there a South African in the panel? No, I don't think so.
Only
No,
Chelsea have to play with their academy.
Ripper.
Who's
Don't
South
do me
African?
Ripper, man.
Me.
Oh, Lord
Yes.
Dan. You're South
Yeah.
African. Nice.
Oh, Jen, talk about Ginter coming to Chelsea Football Club.
No, Ginter.
Where have you seen that?
What are we going to do with him?
Where have you
Oh,
seen
I
that?
heard it
He's
yesterday.
a worse version of Christensen. The
There's
crusty.
no links. There's no links to Ginter. Where have you seen that?
He's a World Cup winner.
No. Where have you seen
No,
the links?
Christmas happy. Doesn't mean anything.
He's a World Cup winner. Was he in
Yeah,
that
and
squad?
Confederation Cup winner too. He
didn't
won World
play.
Cup 14 and then Confederation, and he comes from Mönchengladbach. Like, you listen.
I know where he comes from.
I was
Just there's no
expecting
links.
I don't
Mönchengladbach
think
to
he
be
was
really
on.
good.
I don't think he was on a World Cup team roster that year.
No, that was 14, right? So he's
14,
like, what?
yeah.
He's 28
Well,
now.
what
So he's
player did you
28,
say?
29 now.
What player did he say again?
Matthias Ginter.
There's no links to Ginter. There's no
Ginter.
stories.
No,
Do you
I
want
don't
to
think
win?
he won the World
You got to
Cup.
have Kimpembe over him.
Inter was not in that World Cup squad.
He was in 2014 squad. He didn't play that many matches though.
He didn't play that many minutes.
Okay.
I don't think he's even in the squad.
Ginter hasn't won the
But
World Cup.
there's no
He's
links
not
to him
around, so he
whatsoever.
hasn't.
So I don't know where
Ginter's
it's
not
coming
even
from.
But listen, like 90% of football is played off the pitch. You need leaders in your team, like
So you
Jorginho,
want Ginter?
Alonso, and Ginter,
Fucking hell. Why do you
Rudiger.
want Ginter?
You know,
do
like,
Because he's
you know,
German.
class
Because he's
class
German.
ref is.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, he's German.
bro, Ginter is a baller. Angelino is a baller.
So
like
why
nobody's looking
why
at
why the
Angelino
was
from
Bayern doesn't
Leipzig.
want him?
No,
Yeah,
no,
why
you're
Bayern never
no,
want him?
you're
Why
right.
Bayern doesn't want him?
You're right. Angelino is a
Bayern
baller.
Mönchengladbach.
Yeah.
No.
It was
If
Hummels, Boateng,
Dortmund
and
and Bayern
Howard.
don't want him, I don't want him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Well
actually
said.
played for Dortmund. Like he did.
I know he played for Dortmund and still no.
Mendy's in the
Right.
final three for the FIFA Best Goalkeeper Award. Nice to know. Thank you, beautiful game. We'll see.
It's about time he gets recognition.
I can't listen to Ginter. This is ridiculous. I can't be sitting there talking
He
about
looks
Ginter.
like a baby killer. He like
And also this Ginter hype, it's past. Like maybe 3-4 years ago, but like now, like no.
Crime. Let's talk about your agenda against Chalobah because you don't think he's good. So come on.
My agenda
Amen.
against okay,
I don't
if you say
I
so.
don't like Chalobah.
Uh,
Chalobah. Oh,
Chalobah, yeah.
No.
Can I speak?
No.
Go on,
No.
go on.
Yeah, go on.
No.
I just think he's just like a good average centre back.
Yeah, but
Am I wrong in saying that?
you put him on the same level as Malang Sarr as a defender. That's nonsense.
Because I also think Malang Sarr is average as well.
But he's not average like Malang Sarr.
Malang Sarr is shit.
But I think
I don't think
they're
Malang
both-
Sarr
I
is
think-
shit. First
I
of all,
think they're both
Nah.
average centre backs.
No,
he played
no,
well.
no.
When did he play? He had a really
Chalobah has
bad game.
room to grow. Like,
So does
He's
Sarr.
broke into the first team. How can he be
Maybe
bad?
maybe he does
I'm not
have.
saying
I haven't
Chalobah's
said
bad, but don't slam
maybe
Sarr
he-
for it.
Yeah, like yours,
maybe
you
he
pussy.
does. Maybe he does have room to go, and that's cool. But
Of
again,
course, fucking
he's
is. It's
just
18 years
average.
old. Room to go. There's whole journey.
Again, I don't think he's 18, but again, he is still
I
just
think he's
like
21.
average. He's been okay. He's been good.
Okay, 21.
Which,
Prime only has to
I don't-
apologize
again, I don't
for
see-
one.
I don't see how that's a problem.
Where did Rudiger was when he was 21?
22.
I
He's
don't know.
22,
Maybe
Chalobah.
Stuttgart.
Okay, 22.
He's
Where
22.
was Rudiger when he was 22?
Maybe Stuttgart or
In
something. I
Stuttgart.
don't know why.
In Stuttgart.
broke
Anybody
into
heard of
Chelsea.
Rudiger's name in 22?
Listen,
No?
Chalobah.
Nah.
So leave the fucks out alone then.
Guys. Chalobah's bench Krusty the Clown, who's meant to be the experienced 26-year-old.
That's why you want to
winner of
bring
the-
Chalobah.
no, he has
because
to
you
go.
wanted to
No.
bring Plastic the Crown.
Jam. Let's
Jam,
not.
you
Let's not.
sneaky
And you're
man,
telling
you
me
sneaky.
average. So what's
Jam,
Krusty?
Jam, he's got a back injury, Jam.
What is Krusty,
Jam.
Crime?
He's
What is
got
let's
a
not
back
do-
injury.
Yeah.
What's all this about the Danish
Jam,
His
Maldini,
masseuse
fam? Give him
wasn't
some-
good
give him
enough
some
this
room.
Jam, he's got a back injury, Jam.
One at a
Jam,
time.
you know I don't rate Christensen highly either, but like, let's not do revisionism. Christensen
Why
hasn't
is
been
he?
playing.
Why is he in front of him?
Christensen hasn't been playing because of one, his injury.
No.
Snakes don't have
Hold on,
spines, by the way.
hold on. And two,
He got
I think
benched.
the main reason why he hasn't been playing is because of this whole contract situation. It's probably messing with his head. We know what Christensen is. He's someone who, like,
Rudiger plays, and he's got contract.
Mentally soft.
Can I speak?
This guy's a fucking girl.
Can I-
Chalobah's playing well.
Can
Back,
I
my head.
speak? Can I
Like this.
speak?
Yeah,
Can
go
I
on.
speak?
Yeah, go on.
We know the sort of person Christensen is. He's someone
He's a
who
bitch.
kind of plays off. He plays off of form and confidence. And if this contract thing messes with his head, and he's playing bad on the field for us, that's only going to affect our play. So I know Tuchel is someone who will protect his players any way that he can. So it's good that he takes them out. Chalobah, when he's played, he's been good. He's been okay. And to me, that's fine being a squad player in a title-winning team or a Champions League winning team. That's fine. I don't want to rely on Chalobah week in, week out. I personally don't
But do you
he's
think
good
he
enough.
can develop into that player that we can rely
No.
on week in, week out? Because he's got plenty of time. He's clearly got talent. Yes, he's messed up.
But-
So have everyone, So have
I don't
most
think
young
he
talents,
has-
he's only human, bro. Like, and the thing is, he saved us. That Salah 1-on-1. He was,
Mhm.
if if that was like Alonso or someone else, they would have been on skates. Not gonna lie, like
I haven't
he's
even
done
mentioned,
well.
but I haven't even mentioned. Well, you've been okay. I haven't even mentioned him messing up. I just think, and you can say room to grow, but I don't think he's going to be anything like special or a top center back or anything. I just think he's just going to be like an average center back that we can have in the squad, that we can bring in at times if we need to rest someone, and that we can trust to play. That's fine, by the way, but I don't trust him playing week in, week out. I wouldn't trust him starting big games if we had everyone fit.
Are you saying now or even in like 4 or 5 years? Because I agree with you to an extent now. Like, obviously, he's a young player. We can't rely on him week in, week out. But I'm saying in 3, 4, 5 years' time, when he's gotten that more experience under his belt, he's more confident, he knows what he's doing, then can you still not rely on him? Or do you think his growth will stunt early?
Even in 3, 4 years, my preference wouldn't be to start him in big games or start him on a week in, week out basis to win the league. No.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, again, if I'm proven wrong about him, that's great because he plays for Chelsea, right? But
yeah.
All I know is that he's bench Krusty the Clown. That's all I know, and he's in the team.
Jem, you should get Lewis on, bro. Let him.
And I know Chalobah's played more. I know Chalobah's played more. I know Chalobah's played more games. I know Chalobah's played more games than Sarr has, but when they've both played, I just haven't seen much of a difference between them. I think they've both played to the same level. I think they're both on the same level.
No.
Hold on. But because Chalobah's come from our academy and he's played a lot more games, people think there's more in there. I personally don't think that there is. But again, if I'm proven wrong in a few years' time, that's awesome because he's playing for Chelsea, and that just means Chelsea's getting better. But I don't think
that comment by Rams, that he might be another Cahill. That's fine. All I know is that Cahill is twice the player of Kanate and Matip and Joe Gomez rolled into one.
Wait, hold
and
on.
Van Dijk. And Van Dijk.
Rams.
And Van Dijk, yeah. He's tougher than Van Dijk as well.
One more than Van Dijk, too.
Rams. I know you're watching. Do not ever disrespect Cahill. Chalobah's not getting to that level. Don't disrespect Cahill. Chalobah's not getting to that level. Let's not do this, please.
He's won it all.
More than Gerard.
He's won it all.
He's won it all. He's won it all.
Chalobah has to face the Maguire and Michael Keane allegations. Let's not get to it.
All I know is Gary Cahill, without any practice, on a dodgy hamstring, played in a European Cup final. Yeah,
yep.
Not some Virgil van Cabbage who looks like a zombie at the moment. Or his comeback. He's a wuss. He's overrated. He's overrated.
Well said.
Set piece merchant.
Chucky merchant.
Yeah.
Andrew, you're funny.
That's what I know you're right, Cahill. But again, let's not disrespect Gary Cahill.
I know what he means. I know what he means.
Chalobah's not getting to that. Chalobah's not getting to that.
No, listen, he's got.
You don't know that. If you can predict the future, I'll buy you a ticket to US.
No, you're right.
We're going to Vegas.
You know what? You're right.
You're going to Vegas with me.
No, you know what? You're right. Let me not speak in the definitive. In my opinion, I don't think he's getting to that level.
I think if you compared them at their ages, Chalobah's probably better than Cahill was at his age.
Exactly. I agree. I think Chalobah's completely took us out of no one had any expectation of this boy. He came in and he's over.
Exactly. Even Tuchel said that he was on the way to.
So when you say he was average, I disagree. He's average because he's
No, he said that he's gonna reach the average. He's gonna reach average level.
I can't do that. Name me a player that's broke into this Chelsea
remember what
squad
I said? You said that in the group chat. You know what my response to you was? Do you remember? Because no one had expectations of him before the preseason, just because he's how do I word this? Just because he's played better to what our very low expectations of him was, doesn't mean he's this amazing, excellent.
He's over-exceeded his expectations for me. I don't get what you don't.
And my expectations of him were like below average. I thought this guy stunk. He doesn't stink. He's just average. So he beats my expectation.
He surprised you, is what you're saying.
He beats my expectation. However, he's still just average.
I don't get.
You're hard to impress.
I don't
So-
get it.
What?
So, Prime, let me give you an example. Lukaku, we had high expectations. So, is he
With
a
what?
very average player now
Does
for
who?
you,
What?
Lukaku?
What was
Has
the
he
question?
disappointed you?
Has the Lukaku disappointed me?
Yeah, we
in
had
terms
high
of how he's
expectations,
played?
and I'm sure you did too because you wanted him.
In terms of how he's played, no, because we haven't created chances for him, and when you look at his conversion rate, it's ridiculously high. So no, he hasn't disappointed me.
Yeah, but you know
Ridiculous
chances are high
high. I
created
mean,
without him. So
which
he's started the
He's
chance.
won it all.
ridiculous high. Missing a one-inch
Declare,
goal
what
from
was it that you said? I
Southampton.
didn't hear the end of that.
Ridiculous. His stats on goal are not high. I don't know how
No,
you
but
say 8 out of 5
you're
goals.
right.
That's because he keeps giving the ball to Werner, who
No,
keeps missing.
but
That's
you're
why.
right.
He misses more than Werner.
Goals aren't high because we're not
You want to
creating.
trigger
for
him,
But
aren't you, Andre?
his
Our chance
conversion rate
creation.
is high.
Hey, man,
Our
that's well,
is
it's
high.
like amazing.
probably the most
Might
important
as well
bit
have
before
fun
we
with
all
it.
came on, you know what I mean?
Declared. What was it that you said? Sorry.
Yeah, what I'm getting at is that
Mhm.
you gave an excuse for Lukaku just then, right?
I haven't given an excuse
For
for
not
Lukaku.
meeting your expectations. But you wouldn't
Wait,
give an
wait,
excuse for
wait. When did I
Chalobah,
say
the fact that
Lukaku
he's
hasn't-
young and he exceeded his expectations.
Well, when did I
And
say
you should-
Lukaku hasn't met my expectations? Do you mean in terms of like he doesn't already have like 15
Before
goals or whatever?
Lukaku played, you had high
Yeah.
expectations, all right? And
Of
I
him
think many of
scoring
us did.
goals? Yes, but I also had high expectations of the team creating chances for him to score goals.
And as world
We
class.
haven't created chances for him to score goals. It's conversion,
Not-
but
not of this
Yeah, but
world.
listen,
However,
how are
hold
you
on,
going to
hold
create
on,
a chance when
hold
one
on,
of your
hold
player
on,
like
hold
Lukaku
on.
is just
Hold
sitting
on,
up
Kante.
front?
Hold on 1 second.
So
However, his conversion rate is extremely high. So even though he doesn't have the mad goals I wanted from now, he hasn't got the chances to get those mad goals. So like I can't be angry at Lukaku. That's not Lukaku.
It's
So
conversion rate
maybe
is
if
high.
Chalobah played with other defenders, would he be better? Maybe in the back four, maybe.
Thiago Silva, man.
I mean, what I'm getting at,
prime.
Prime, is that you're open to having an excuse straight away for Lukaku, but not for Chalobah.
It's not, but it's not an
We
excuse.
didn't
for
know who he was.
But it's not an excuse for Lukaku though.
Well, he's exceeded expectations, and you said he's still average. Like,
But
he didn't surprise you or anything. Where
exceeded
my expectation,
low-
Lukaku, has not
he's
been met.
But he's exceeded very low expectations. That doesn't mean I should then say he's brilliant because he's not.
No, so he's overachieved your low expectations, and Lukaku had a high expectations and did not reach that. But you were happy to give him some leeway.
But declared. What was Lukaku's high expectations in terms of scoring goals?
Yes, to score goals.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. He's only going to be able to score those goals or get the chances to score those goals if he's getting chances.
You just want to be controversial or something?
You know what
he's not. But hold on, he's not getting said chances. He's not getting said service.
He's getting a lot of chances.
Are you saying? Are you saying he can't make any of his chances as well?
Listen,
Because
last week there was
big assist king.
a lot of
Declared.
Yeah.
But he's trying to do.
Are you
Like for
dancing to
example,
the
in
rhythm?
the Spurs game, game we played, the guy should have got 2 assists, and Werner messed that up. That's not Lukaku's fault, is it?
Listen, Lukaku
There's
didn't pass the
no more bad games. We can analyze
also,
it every way.
And also, when you look at his Lukaku's conversion rate, it's extremely high. So I get it.
No, that's a random.
I get it's not the mad goals that he doesn't have right now.
Random
which,
myth.
yes, you can say that. Yes, that's frustrating. It's also frustrating. We don't create chances for him to score those mad goals.
How are we going to create a chance for him when he's just like not doing anything?
He's too busy giving interviews. How we
I was
can?
gonna say he should do an interview and clear this all up.
Shit all the time.
Yeah,
That's what he did.
but anyway, back on the Chalobah thing. Look, if I'm proven wrong, that'll be amazing because that means like it'll save us having to go get like
I like
buy a talented center back.
I like what Johnny said. Making documentaries.
I don't think he will.
Yeah.
I don't think he will be. So it is what it is.
Making documentaries about how to be.
Not so average wouldn't even make the Liverpool to Chelsea team.
He's literally making documentaries.
I take
Jen,
Camacho over Chalobah.
Jen, when they are counting
Johnny is funny, man.
Lukaku's conversion rate, they don't include corners and free kick. But when they count other players' conversion rate, they bring all sorts of free
Exactly, like
kicks
Timo
and
Werner, isn't it?
corners and
They don't
everything.
take his goal contributions. They don't take his goal contributions into consideration. They just want to moan about him missing in front of goal. That is all they want to do. But it is what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Like they don't like leaders. Like I don't know why they're like. Listen, I've seen a lot of fan base who never rated Mason Mount and Cobham boys. They are now rating Cobham boys
Did
to
you
just
read
get
it,
over,
Andrew?
to just get over with the situation regarding Lukaku.
Read the comment.
Like, what the fuck?
Ram, what have you come here to say? Because, like I said here, Konate is average.
Here's the triggers. Here's the trigger coming. Trigger warning.
Look,
Honestly,
Konate's
thought
average.
Graham
What's
would have been
Chalobah
postponed
then?
as well with his
look,
game.
look. Everyone knows.
Yeah, Liverpool was postponed.
I'm a patient man. I'm a very holy man as well. So
Holy.
I'll let you guys say what you want to say before.
Oh, he's a holy.
He's holy shit.
Holy shit, man.
Do we adjust you as Father Ram? How does it go now?
Look, Father Ram would be
We'll
great.
call you Father Ram from now on.
Look,
Father Ram.
on
yes, Father Ram. What would you like to say?
on this Chalobah thing, yeah, I think it's a case of there's two extremes to this whole debate. Like, I personally think I'm in the middle. I think Chalobah is not as good as what the likes of like Cobham say he is, like the likes of Jem and Johnny say he is. But I don't think he's as bad as what Prime making him out to be. I think he's got a little bit of something about him.
I've never said he's bad.
Yeah, you don't like him. Just get on with it. Yeah.
No, but I've never said he's bad.
Well, hold on. Ram, let me ask. You didn't say he's bad, but you said he will reach the average.
Please.
No. I'm not. No. I'm saying
average.
I'm saying right now he's average, and I don't see something special for him to, go beyond that. If I'm proven wrong,
you're lying, man. You should watch the previous what you said.
If I am proven wrong, then that is great, because you guys are saying there is something special in there. So fine.
No, that's not what you said.
I will take your word for that.
You're lying, and especially in front of Father Ram. You can't lie in front of Father.
If I'm proven,
hey, Father Ram hosts confessions.
If I'm wrong, fair enough. If I'm wrong, fair enough. But
that's not what you said.
I just don't think he's special.
That's not what you said.
Can't believe a guy that said Kepa's better than Mendy anyway. So
no, it's not. You have it on video.
It's just. Like, I personally think, in my opinion, I said it in the comments. I think he's going to reach a Gary Cahill level, which is still a very good level. He's going to be good, but he's not going to be like one of the top centre backs in the world. But I think any young defender is difficult to get to that level, and that's my opinion.
Gary Cahill level not too high
for
though.
Bolton for a long time too.
All right, Harris, my short and sweet answer: no. There's the answer to that one. The weak fried Italian.
Do you like Conte? I like Conte.
Of course you do.
Don't love
you like controversy.
But again, why shouldn't I respect Conte though? He's
because he sued the club. He's a bum.
Millions. He sued our club for millions.
Yeah, anyway, but again, I'm not gonna have an emotional attachment to that. It is what it is.
What, you'd have emotional attachment to your club?
No, but I'm not going to have an emotional attachment to what he did. It is what it is. But him as a manager,
I'm you're a Chelsea fan. You're not a Chelsea fan, are you? You must be a Man United fan.
I am looking at him as a manager. What he does as a manager, he's a top manager. I respect.
Yeah,
him.
what he did in the second year. What he did in the second year as a manager.
The same thing he does every second year. He whines like a baby and then leaves.
Like a bitch.
And the board fucked him over. Look at what he did at Juventus. Look at what he did at Inter Milan.
And then he whined like a baby and left there after a year.
He did.
And he had the right to. Well, he left after what? I think.
What he do in a Euro?
He had the right to leave Inter Milan if he wanted to. So what?
He left Juventus a week before the season started.
And if he wants to leave, he has the right to leave. But him as a manager and what he does tactically,
on what?
What
no,
about fulfilling your contract?
On what year?
I don't whatever. But him as a
Exactly.
manager,
Whatever.
him as a actual manager, what he does tactically, I rate that. Why shouldn't I?
Cahill's like shocker.
Because you like controversial shit. That's all.
No, I just like top managers, and he is one.
Are Inter doing better this season or last season?
They're about the same. But I tell you, Napoli have been pushing them. Napoli have been looked a lot better now, but they're about the same.
Without Lukaku and without Conte,
Without
who are meant to be the
Conte.
most valuable too.
Apparently, to Inter fans, it's because of Dzeko. They're doing quite good. Apparently,
Even
he's
the directors
a-
think
I
that.
always like Dzeko. I always like Dzeko. Man,
Dzeko's a goal scorer, man.
Yo, when he was in Bundesliga, he was a goal scorer. Now he's like a target man.
Hey, but isn't he like 36 years old or something?
Yeah,
he's
he's
old.
plus ref. Father ref.
Exactly. Man United
Father
should
ref.
be going after him.
Father
Father
ref.
ref now.
Look, man, I watch Bundesliga, man. He's good. He's a good player.
By the way, yeah, it's gonna be postponed Liverpool game.
Yeah, it's postponed anyway, Liverpool game,
Yeah, it's
because
ready.
they bitch moaned and
You
A
guys
bit
know
of
that
really a bitch,
only
man,
one team
really,
has to play with
really.
their academy. Only one team.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
like I said this in the group chat. Our training complex is the academy as well. So if there's an outbreak in the training complex, then it could have affected the youth academy as well.
Rams.
So I don't
man,
know
man.
what's going on. I don't
Come
know
on,
the exact
you know you don't have
information.
Salah, and they did it. They just
Yeah, you know,
Saved it, man.
Holy
I
Fathers
don't know. I
can't
don't
lie.
know. The thing is, we don't know.
you don't
the
have Goalkeeper.
information.
You know exactly
we
what
don't
they
know what's
did.
going
You can smirk on it too. Like you
Father
can be happy
Ram,
about
give us
it.
some
Father
blessings
Ram,
and they can play the game.
Yeah,
Look.
sprinkle the holy water on him.
I can't do much, man. COVID's a serious issue. COVID's a serious issue.
Yeah, your team doesn't like Carabao Cup.
You played under 23s a couple of years ago. Why did you play all of them?
We don't.
I mean,
we
it's
play, we
look,
play, we play players that
Oh,
are good
he
enough
hasn't
to
touched.
be
Here's
given
the
a
funny
chance.
A postponed game is good in the short term, but all these teams that aren't playing at the end of the
Long term,
season when
it's
they
not
have to
gonna
play
be
every
good.
2 days
It's
are
just
going to
gonna
be
be
pissed.
it's gonna be camped in, man. And we've already got a game postponed prior, so it's just gonna be.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's
tell
worked
me-
twice for you.
It's gonna be tight.
Yeah,
It's
but-
gonna be a very tight schedule.
Yes, because
Yeah, so at the end of the
Without
year, you're going to be playing every 2 days just to make up the
Exactly.
games.
Yeah, man.
Baby fed. You're baby fed.
But they don't have Mane and Salah, so if you're gonna miss games, miss them now. For them.
This
for
is
Liverpool.
why we need to pick up all the points we can this month. 'cause
Flash
if
ref, would you
Liverpool
let
drop
Werner
any-
leave if it meant Chelsea won the Premier League?
Yes.
No, I'd never. Listen, Werner is one of the best.
No,
players
he's
in the
not.
league
You
alive.
would stop lying to yourself.
Did you read the question properly, Class Trevor? Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Would you
Listen,
let Werner
Werner is
Should
the
we use the
X factor of
German
Chelsea
Google
Football Club.
German translation?
You don't let go of your X factor.
X
No, we're
factor.
talking
He's
about-
not
we're
even
talking about
that
Werner.
good,
We're
man.
talking about
He's
Werner,
not even
not
that
X
good.
factor.
You don't even watch Chelsea games. How do you know that?
Because I watched Chelsea game.
Well,
and I
Liverpool
watched
watch
him
it.
at
We're
Leipzig.
talking
We
about
watch
just a-
Chelsea games. He's
He's
not
just
playing in it.
what's it called? He's a key stage 1 version of Michael Owen. That's what he was. He's a key stage 1 version.
No,
of
no, no, no,
Michael
no.
Owen.
Let me ask, Class Ref, what
was
game
good.
did last time Warner played?
That's why I said key stage 1.
Leeds United.
Leeds United. Is that when he
Yeah.
pulled the hamstring? I thought it was Villa.
Or was it Villa or Leeds United?
Oh
I
my
think it was
God.
Leeds.
Any transfer news for our club? No, we're still talking to Lucas Digne. Apparently,
Apparently, Matthias Ginter won a World Cup, which is factually not true.
we've agreed personal terms with
It's
him.
true or
It's
not
now
true?
down to the clubs now
It's
to
not
talk.
true. He wasn't part
Yeah, I
of the squad.
know. I was like, is that
It was
something new?
Mustafi, Hervedez, Boateng, and Hummels that were picked for centre backs.
Yeah,
I think Ginter is like 24 years old. I think he's a young guy,
No,
right?
he's 28 or 29.
No, he's 28.
Is he
28
really?
He's old. He's
Yeah,
old.
but
Okay.
that's 8
And
years
plus,
ago.
Krashev,
so he was 20
did you
then.
see him at
Yeah.
Dortmund? Did you see him at Dortmund? He was shocking at Dortmund.
He's probably won the World Cup under 21s.
Probably.
Yeah, Ginter was shocking, man. I don't want him. And I don't
Ginter
want
was
Schluter.
shocking at Dortmund.
I
Yeah,
don't
he
want
even
him.
looks like a baby killer, man.
We've got the best German defender in the world anyway, Rudiger. So what does it fucking matter?
Rudiger, yes.
Who's
Listen,
that?
Ginter
Oh,
is also
Rudiger.
amazing.
Not
He
for
can
long, I
play
guess.
in the central back, right central back. He can also play in wings. He knows how to play back 4, back 5.
No.
You know, you can't
He can't play
compare
back
him
4.
from
He
the
can't play
Dortmund
back 4.
days because he has grown up. He is now in Mönchengladbach. Listen, I was expecting Mönchengladbach to literally smash every team, But sadly, this guy Zakaria, he isn't big deal, to be honest. He's not like what we, Mönchengladbach expected.
You don't know what you're talking about, mate. You don't know what
How
you're
can you
talking
expect
about.
Mönchengladbach to smash
You don't know what
everybody
you're
at
talking
Dortmund,
about.
Bayern, and Leipzig?
Rams, does Ginter have a brother? He's a midfielder. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Ginter. I think you're thinking about.
Listen, Ginter. Listen, Inter
Kroos has a
wants
brother, but I
Ginter.
don't think Ginter has a brother.
No, because I think one of them or something is a DM, or maybe him himself can play in DM or something.
Has Coutinho gone to Aston Villa? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there is rumors about it. Yeah, I saw it too.
Yeah.
Online.
Wow. Talk about a drop from grace.
Good player for Villa. I don't know how they're going to afford his wages though. He's on like 200 or something. So I don't know how he's going to.
Rams, are you excited about Inter Milan versus Liverpool?
Maybe he's going to
Because
drop them
all
for
I'm
another
actually
playing for
looking
Steven
that
Gerrard.
Wait, what was that?
Are you looking for Inter Milan versus Liverpool? I'm really excited for that game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I think Inter Milan are a lot more competitive than last year. Obviously, they sold their best player and replaced him with a better player. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, you're right. Dumfries is better than Hakimi. You're right.
All right. If you want to go like that, I don't mind going through that narrative. I don't mind that.
I can see your
Rams, can I ask you one more question? Why was Trent, struggling against Alonso?
Because he wasn't in the game. He didn't play. He wasn't really
Alonso had
playing
him
the ball
in
that
back
much.
pocket.
To be fair, we were actually playing a counter-attacking game. We tried to absorb the pressure.
Is it or we
technically played your game. We technically played your game.
I'm just hearing excuses.
No. You're not gonna go skedaddle on that. Is it you that played the counter-attacking, or we forced you to play counter-attacking?
No, we played your type of system.
Yeah.
We played your tactics.
Let's just hope that Inter game happens. Okay, let's just hope they don't postpone it.
Yeah,
exactly.
They probably will if Klopp seal and Van Dijk seal.
Yeah.
They can't play football without
What can we haven't got we haven't even got a coach, and we haven't got a manager. We haven't even got
I know you got no manager. I know you got no manager.
we haven't got anyone.
Some loud dude on the sidelines pulling hair out of his head.
Yeah, I mean.
Do you think you should get rid of Mane? Because I don't think so. He's doing that well, to be honest.
No, I think if we're a top club, we should be looking to sign a Moussa Diaby.
By the way, what happened to Salah's contract?
Diaby.
Everybody said that it was signed and dusted. What happened?
I don't know.
They can't afford him.
It's FSG, man. We can't.
Oh,
can we
there's
stop
actually
this? Can we stop
like
this?
Liverpool is about to sign one of the biggest in
That's the
football.
truth.
Can we stop this whole we can't afford it? We can
You can't
clearly
afford
it.
his wages. He
Dude,
wants
do you know that
We just
your
don't wanna
owner
pay-
just bought the new NFL team?
Look,
$600 million
Liverpool have got a
Pittsburgh
lot of money.
Penguins. Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Liverpool have
The
got a
funny
lot
part
of
is
money.
that's not
It's a
even
little
owned.
tied up though, Rams.
Nah, we got
Because they
we got
don't
a
give
lot
a
of money,
fuck.
but we just don't want to spend it.
You
That's
better
because
pray
of our
for
owners.
that contract.
Oh, hey, that's the maddest excuse. Liverpool have a lot of money, but they don't want to spend it.
They don't want
So they don't want to spend it on Salah as well.
It's true.
Yes,
It's true.
so come back to the
Exactly, so you're not
conversation,
gonna
other
keep
Rams.
trying, are you?
They don't want to spend it on Salah too. They don't think he's worth it.
It's not worth it.
I heard he wants to come back home.
Which home? Roma. He wants to go back to Rome.
Nah, don't say that,
back
mate.
home.
We don't want to hear that stuff. That's bad. That's bad.
Nah, come on, man. That's not good. Come on.
Small club, move it now.
19 leagues and 6 European Cups. That's a small club, yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
still 200 of you here. I do need to shoot though. Big up everyone that's in the chat. Smash the like button before you leave. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. What's Daniel saying here? This ain't home.
Boo the fuck out of Lukaku, please, guys.
Don't.
Leave a
But
comment.
no,
Father
Let us
Ram,
know
Father
what
Ram,
your-
lead us off in a prayer. Come on, Father Ram.
Yeah.
One thing's
Leave a
for
comment.
sure.
Leave a comment below, guys. Let us know what your score predictions are for the game tonight. Hopefully, Chelsea do get the win.
En only
And
padron, Sinto Gallo.
Ram, do you want to? Can we? It's all hold hands, guys. Ram,
Spiritu
do
Sancti.
you want to end this?
Lead the prayer. Lead the prayer.
Rams, before you go, Rams, do you know the German word for wanker? Does Klopp teach you?
Klopp,
Okay, on that
what's
note,
it?
see you later, guys. See you tomorrow.
You know some
What a way to end. What a way to end.
Wixer.